Entertainment games and laughs galore. We bring fun straight to your door. Pop culture, talk and trivia, history and new video games. Movies, music, wrestling too. Sports and stories just for you. Every week a brand new show. Come along, it's time to go. Soapbox or dashboard, oh hey. We're here to brighten up your day. Grab a snack and take a seat. Let's dive in, the fun's complete.
Hey everyone, and welcome in for episode 37, Enough to Break the Ice. We're your host. I am Jason.
And I'm Ray.
What do you quit playing with yourself down there? We're going to kind of get a little bit off the beaten path from normal episodes. Normally we either have a theme or we're playing extreme trivia or
eating
doing
snacks.
some sort of bracket thing. We're skipping snacks this episode.
Dang it!
Well, I mean, I got the extreme trivia snacks over there if you want to try them. But we're gonna play some card games that are some icebreaker type questions. It's been a while since we've had one of those episodes where that's all we've done. I think we did one when Ray first started on, but that's the last one of those we've done, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I guess when we had an introductory one for Garrett, so it's kind of, we've had them, but yeah, well, that's what we're going to do tonight. So this card set is called Break the Ice.
Talk it out.
Yeah. And this I picked up at a store we have here in Lawrence called the Toy Store, of all places.
Oh, nice.
And so, first question is, what celebrity would you pick to be your partner in a cop buddy movie?
Oh, with celebrity?
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's Bruce Willis or
Right.
Burt Reynolds.
Bruce Willis has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, he's got that and something else, I thought.
Yeah, I think he's like loses memory or something.
But okay, think in a perfect world.
Yeah, I'd have to say Jason Statham.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be like a fun which I guess most of Bruce Willis and Burt Reynolds movies aren't like fun cop movies, except for like maybe if you include Cop and a Half or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Clint Eastwood.
yeah.
Dirty Harry. Go ahead.
All right.
Make my day.
I don't feel like there's a bad answer. It kind of depends on what type of cop movie you're talking about. Are we talking?
Yeah.
Are we talking Cop and a Half? Are we talking
Mel Gibson and Lethal Weapon.
Are we talking Lethal Weapon? Are we
Right.
talking
That's a completely different cop movie.
National Security?
Oh, is that with Martin Lawrence?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, he's great. I
And
love
so it kind of depends on what one you're talking about. I think if you're talking like a funny one,
God,
I
I want to see more Martin Lawrence.
think if you're talking a funny one, Martin Lawrence, I think Danny DeVito would be a funny option too.
Did he play in a cop movie? I can't remember.
I don't know.
There is an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where he dresses up in a blue uniform and he pretends to be a Philadelphia cop.
Nice. I don't know. I
He's
feel like
hey, buddy, give me those fucking.
I feel
hot
like if you're
dogs."
talking funny one, maybe him. I don't know. Maybe John Cena or The Rock if you're talking a more serious like action-packed style one.
Yeah.
And if you're talking like a high drama one, more serious, I think Bruce Willis or Burt Reynolds or Clint Eastwood, someone like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the weirdest place you ever spent the night? I stayed in a hotel once that didn't have any windows.
Oh, what?
It was the weirdest thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Like the front door had glass, and that was the only natural light Everything else was like yellow fluorescent bulbs.
They all hum.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What about you?
Jeez, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really slept. I guess everywhere I slept is weird. The weirdest place I've ever slept.
I've fallen asleep in some pretty uncomfortable chairs, and
Oh, you like wake up and you're like, oh, why?
Yeah.
Did my neck hole?
like I've been over at Ryan's house and we've watched like pay-per-views, and or whatever, and I've fallen asleep in one of the gaming chairs.
I feel like, when I was younger, we had like a sleepover one time,
hmm
and I forget whose house we were at. It was one of my friends, but like his mom, like we all slept in the basement because it was like the biggest space, and then his mom like woke up really early in the morning because she had to go to work, but it like woke some of us up. And then this one kid like threw a fit, was like, I can't go back to fucking sleep now. It's like, dude, you're like fucking 10. Shut up. Like, what the fuck?
Who was the worst teacher that you ever had?
Oh.
Like, if you asked me back then, I'd have to say it's a tie between Miss Clifford and Miss Mers.
Miss Clifford.
My English teacher, Miss Clifford, that was kind of our 6th grade teacher, or our 5th grade math teacher, Miss Mers. But if you ask me now, we deserved every bit of how she reacted. Like she should have been mean. Both of them should have been meaner than what they were. Like, we put those teachers through so much.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of this one teacher, but she like basically I asked to go to the bathroom. You know, they had the hall passes. They're like, okay, grab the bathroom pass and you can go to the bathroom. So I grabbed the bathroom pass and went to the bathroom. Then this other kid like left the classroom and followed me to the bathroom and then beat me up. Well, I cussed at him because he was trying to hit me and shit. Well, the teacher walked up then when I was cussing at him, and she was like, "You're in trouble." And she got me in trouble. I'm like, "What the hell? He was trying to kick my ass. Like, you let him use the girls' bathroom. I'm like, come on." She's like, "He had to go." I'm like, "No, he didn't. He just came to beat me up."
Jeez.
Like, what the fuck?
What Olympic? This kind of bounces off of last episode. What Olympic event would you want to compete in, if only just to see how good you could do?
Oh, like an actual Olympic event?
Yeah.
Or like one that we want to make up?
I feel like it'd almost have to be an actual
Pole vault.
I don't know, like curling, maybe something like that. I don't know. That's a tough one because I don't know all of the events.
I want to do pole vault, but I want to bring my own pole.
I don't think I could get enough speed up to jump.
I would probably break the goddamn pole.
I'd probably crash into it. Or
I'd probably impale myself.
Oh, no. Wait. You got a pole vault over, so I'd probably just like...
You're like, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah, I'd severely miss the pole. I wouldn't...
They're like, he hit the corner.
What game show do you think you could easily win? I feel like from home, I do okay watching Wheel of Fortune and sometimes Family Feud.
Cash Cab. I kick ass at Cash Cab. Like every question they ask, I'm like,
I feel like those
and
maybe what's the one with the briefcases?
Let's Make a Deal.
I feel like that one's so much chance and not as much. So I don't know, like maybe not easily,
Wheel
but
of Fortune.
I think those are my best bet.
I'd say Wheel of Fortune for me. Cash Cab definitely. Jeopardy.
Yeah,
I could probably go
Jeopardy's tough.
Couple
dude.
episodes of Jeopardy.
Probably not a couple episodes. You could probably go like a couple rounds.
I don't know, dude. I It depends on what the topic is.
You know how deep,
it really depends on
how
what the
tough
topic
those
is.
topics get to be.
Yeah, they get really deep.
What fictional universe would you most want to live in?
Ooh, the Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
universe.
I just want to be Spider-Man. Like, I want to get bit by a radioactive spider.
I don't know. Maybe
The only spider bite I get just itch.
like the the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball universe
Oh,
with the food
Okay,
monsters and stuff.
here's the thing about that, though. I'd like to point out the fact that they don't mention any part of the cleanup of that.
I don't know.
Like, they don't talk about like all the bugs and the roaches and stuff that came out. Like, come on, there's waste from that. There has to
Yeah.
be waste. There's no way somebody's gonna eat one whole giant meatball and they're like, "Oh my god, look at that!" I'm like, where did the rest of that food go?
You know what?
There'd be birds and shit everywhere.
Outside of the beginning of the first movie, when the machine starts going off,
Yeah,
I don't think you ever see meatballs again.
but you don't. You really don't. Everybody's like, no.
It's
they're
been a while
fucking
since I've
banned.
seen
We're
the
not
first
eating
one.
Any more meatballs?
Well, it's been a while since I've seen the first one. We normally stick to the second one. But
That'd be crazy though. It's like raining cheeseburgers. You're like, what the
cheeseburger.
fuck? Can I eat?
Okay,
I wouldn't want to eat it though because I'm like, was this like genetically modified?
Dude, everything we put in our bodies basically
It's
since we
all-
were kids. Yeah.
It's all GMO.
Yep. This is an odd one. How many jelly beans do you think could fit in this room? Millions.
Jelly beans?
Yeah.
In this room.
Millions.
Yeah, okay, so our viewers can't see it, but there's like a kitchen in the back. So it goes straight back and there's a kitchen, there's like a fridge and stuff.
Yeah.
But like yeah,
It's one big open room.
This is a pretty big room. It's a loft, but it's pretty big.
Millions.
Yeah, millions, definitely.
What extracurricular activity did you try as a kid and quit immediately? I don't think I ever tried something and quit. I mean,
I didn't quit immediately.
like
I mean,
we stuck with like we imitated Fight Club when not supposed to talk about it. But like we did we imitated Jackass, we imitated pro wrestling, and a lot of that stuff lasted for a couple of years.
extracurricular isn't like stuff that you do after school. It's like stuff that you do for your school.
Well,
like you were
yeah,
on the football team, or I was on the scholastics team, or whatever.
true. I don't think that there's any activity that I tried and gave up.
I think I was on the
immediately.
track team one time, and then my mom was like, "I'm not paying for your stuff." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
So
I don't really think that there was one. What was the best and or worst birthday party you've ever had? I don't think I really had a worst one.
Yeah.
Most of them are pretty decent. I don't know.
Oh, I think
I've
okay,
had some pretty good ones.
Yeah, I've had great birthdays.
Mhm.
I will say, I had a graduation party, and the way my mom cut the cake was, she left the last, so like she cut it left to right. Well, it said congratulations, Raymond, class of 2020. Well, okay, so the way she cut it, it was like
Ass
all
of
around.
2020.
Yeah, so she cut out the CL.
That's funny.
And they're like, "Hey, look, Raymond, ass of 2020 of 2010." And I'm like, Mom, you realize what you did, right?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "Look at the fucking cake."
So
Look what
we
you
used to have something kind of similar to Chuck E. Cheese here, called Mr. Gaddy's.
Yeah.
And we had birthday parties there, and then we also used to have birthday parties at a place called Aladdin's Castle. And I'd say both of them were pretty cool birthday parties, but kind of my favorite were probably the ones where we'd invite a group of our friends over and they just stay the night and we'd do pizza or burgers or whatever.
Yeah, the the whole like when you get like a frozen pizza and you just like bake like 5 of them.
Mhm.
Yeah. God,
Um,
dude, I could fuck a frozen pizza up back then.
if
They're like, you ate one whole pizza? I'm like, yeah, it was all pepperoni. Come on, give me the meatloaf.
if you could meet any famous dead person, who would it be?
Oh, Abe Lincoln. That'd be kind of cool. Honest Abe. I just want to see like what he was like in person. Like, would he be really serious and professional? Or would he be like, "Sup, dude"? You know what I mean? Like, how would he act? What was his demeanor?
I don't know.
Like?
There's a lot of musicians I think it'd be cool to meet, just because you're like, hey, like, where'd you
Jimi
get that info-
Hendrix.
Yeah,
Jimi
Jimi
Hen-
Hendrix. Like,
Yo, let's smoke a doobie with Jimi Hendrix.
I think Jimi Hendrix would be nice.
He probably dropped some acid with us.
What is the most underrated simple pleasure in life? Cold side of the pillow. Without
is-
thinking.
That is great. Yeah. I was gonna say ice water. I just love ice water.
Yeah.
It's fucking delicious.
What is the most awkward movie you've ever watched with your parents?
Oh.
There was a movie, and I've been trying for years and years and years. And if you are one of our viewers, so there was a movie where this guy, and I thought it was Arnold, but it's not. He gets kidnapped by some alien sisters. And I guess there's like twins, and then there's a younger one.
What?
And they basically like force him to like breed them so then they can continue their species or something. I don't know. And the younger one breaks him. She's in on it at first, I guess. But then she
I feel
breaks
like-
him loose. And then they like run away from her like evil older sisters or something. I can't remember the exact, but it was really awkward. But like, I think it was the first time that I ever saw boobs on TV or
Oh
a
my
movie.
God.
And yeah, it was just kind of awkward being
And
like
then your
a
mom's like
being
watching
like
you,
a
"Don't
young
look
boy.
at it."
Yeah,
And you're like, I'm hard.
it's like how giddy you got as a kid watching Titanic the first time. You're like, oh, titties.
Yeah, you're like,
And then you spent the next 3 weeks of your life sitting around the house. Pay me like one of your French girls, Jack.
No, one of the most awkward movies I ever watched was I can't remember what it's called, but it was basically there's these like 3 guys and they're like in the woods.
Blair Witch. No.
No, no, but like, this one dude like can't really talk well.
Was there X's on?
No, 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 for sure there wasn't. They had like this one guy who had like a really thick accent, and he would say like weird shit. He got hit by a Chevy, and then like the Chevy like died, like the car died.
Did they drive it to the levee?
No, but he goes, they're like, what happened? And he's like, Chevy took a shit. It's like, what?
See, I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds weird.
It was a really weird movie, but like my dad like watched the hell out of it 100 times, and I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? To this day I cannot remember what the fucking movie was. But I bet if I like watched it, like if I saw it playing somewhere, I would know
It'd
exactly.
be like, this isn't how I
I'd be like,
remember
"That
this
is the
movie. Why is his pants off?
Why is his pants down?
Which celebrity do most people often say that you look like? I get a little bit of Vin Diesel, sometimes Jason Statham, sometimes Bruce Willis. I get it.
Jason Statham.
Yeah,
It's because your name is Jason and you're bald.
probably.
I feel like some girl told me I look like some guy off of Karate Kid. And it's because of my hair. My hair's all long and stuff. So I was like, hey, thanks.
I don't know. I don't think
I
I've
mean,
ever
he's kind of good looking. So the fact that she told me that I looked like that, I was like, all
the
right.
closest to ever being mistaken or someone saying I looked like a celebrity. I was in high school and I was wearing a Ryan Robertson jersey when KU won a game to play in the national championship back in like '02 or something like that.
Oh, dang.
And some super drunk chick actually called me Ryan Robertson and tried to make out with me.
Oh, my God. She's like, I just saw you on TV.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm here now. I teleported.
Which two celebrities do you always confuse with each other?
Oh, the Olsen twins.
Oh,
What is it, Mary Kate and
man.
Ashley?
And I just had this conversation recently because I thought that these two people were the same. Okay, so if you've ever seen the show The Following or The Rookie, I can't think of his name. The blonde guy that plays the lawyer in The Rookie.
Oh,
He has a brother that looks exactly like him. And this whole time, I thought this guy was just in a ridiculous amount of movies. But it turns out that he has I think it's twin. If not, they look exactly like twins. But yeah.
Huh.
Oh, God.
What's the next one?
What celebrity? Oh, the Olsen twins. Was that your answer?
Yeah, I really don't know. I like.
Yeah. What was the dumbest I can't believe I didn't die thing you've ever done?
Oh, there was one time.
Do we have enough time?
Yeah. There was one time I was riding my bike, and we were over there by Clinton Lake, and well, it's the dog park, but it didn't used to always be a dog park. At least I don't remember it being. But there was like a creek back there, but that runoff, it's been there forever.
Yeah.
But like, what people don't tell you is like the
Behind
clip-
Clinton Lake?
Yeah,
Or over behind the dog park?
yeah,
That's the Wakarusa River.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's not just a runoff. That's a fucking
yeah,
river.
That's the river.
Yeah.
But no, like nobody tells you like when you ride your bikes over there, like you got to be careful because there's like
A
trees,
drop off.
and then there's a drop off. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So I'm like riding and I'm pedaling as fast as fucking possible, and I'm like I'm gonna make a jump, and then I like jump, but I like didn't know like over this edge, over this little hill is nothing. So I'm like going, and I jump off my bike and I hit myself into a tree because it's like either I hit this tree or I go the fuck over. So I literally like jumped and I bounced off of the tree, and I'm like, fuck. Just like,
Oh.
God damn it. Tree was
Well-
like the roots and everything were like hanging off of the edge too. That's how far it was. I had to go down there and go get my bike.
So, I don't know. I don't think I could go in chronological order. Let's see. In junior high, we were imitating what we saw on wrestling, and I went to push off of a ladder to do a dive
Shit.
and lost footing the same time the ladder shook, and I ended up basically free falling about 25 feet and landed on my neck on the trampoline, bounced off, and landed on my back off of it.
Oh my god.
And that's a good chunk of why I have back and neck issues to this day.
Jesus.
Let's see, what else? Hi-
I feel like
I mean,
Harrison's gonna do that shit.
high school and post high school parties. That'll explain it. Imitating what we saw off of Jackass. Imitating what
Even though they say like don't.
yeah,
try
we
this at
missed that
home.
part.
You're like, no, fast forward.
Let's see. We would we would take lunch, extra long lunch, and we would go hill jumping in my buddy's car out in the country. We'd get it up as fast as we could, and we'd fly over hills.
Oh my god!
And most time get air. And then the only other one that comes to mind at the moment is I was working at a horse farm in high school, and one of the horses had a gash on its leg, and I crouched down to look at it.
Oh god!
And out of the corner of my eye, I saw another horse come up, and it bucked. And it's
And
they're
you're like, I should
now,
get out of the way.
I will say this: they are miniature horses. Still fucking hurts. But it bucked, and if I hadn't tilted my head up a little bit, it would have crushed right on top of my
Right on your
nose.
nose.
And
Oh my god!
it got my teeth. My teeth went through my bottom lip. These two front bottom teeth are at a permanent V, and it crushed all the cartilage in my jaw.
Holy fuck! That is insane.
See?
Yeah,
See that?
I
Yeah.
see it now. Holy
And
shit!
yeah, it was bad. I don't know if I still got pictures somewhere, but it was
Oh my god, dude!
bad.
That's fucked.
So that's just a handful of the
I
times that I
remember-
remember.
I remember one time we were at the demolition derby, and you know they have. Well, now it's different because like the county fair, it's built differently now. But
Mhm.
remember, they have that like fence. That's all it was. It was just like a fence
Yep.
there, and then there's some cinder blocks. Well, okay, so we were sitting in the like very front, and it was me and my friends. We were literally just sitting there, like getting mud tossed at us and stuff.
Mhm.
But this car like went out of control. It went up over the blocks and like towards us. And we like moved out of the way, but it was like holy fuck! Like it landed on the fence, and we're like, fuck! Like how did we not die?
Yep. I've had so many of those life flash before my eyes type things.
What? Wasn't there like a lady that got hit by like a NASCAR tire or something like that?
Yeah, there's been multiple times where people have been hit by parts of cars and stuff
dude,
at
that would,
races.
like, suck. You're just like out of nowhere, and it's like everybody's yelling, and they're like, "What? What the fuck are they yelling?"
Could you imagine? Could you imagine that she's like on the phone with like her boyfriend or something, and then he's like, "Carolyn, tell me you love me. Tell me
no.
you love me." And that's like smack, Goodyear right upside the cranium.
Oh my god.
And then he's like, "That's what I thought." She doesn't. What was your oddest childhood obsession?
Oh.
I collected miniatures.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like
I had
toys?
a big collection. No, just like little miniature like spoons, little miniature like furniture, like
Oh, okay,
like-
okay.
some of it might have been doll stuff, I don't know, but then I also collected like the little miniature like souvenirs that you get when you go places, like
Right.
micro machines and stuff like that.
I mean, I used to collect coins. I still collect coins.
I mean, that's not really a weird obsession.
I
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You know those little cups? They sell these little mugs.
Yeah.
Like, tiny little mugs that would have like sports teams on them. I
Yeah.
only have 3 left now.
I know what you're
but-
talking about.
Yeah. I used to collect those.
So they had those, and then they also had the little miniature helmets, the little miniature baseball helmets,
Yeah.
little miniature football helmets, and then you could get the little miniature basketballs.
Oh. Nice.
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
So okay, so not really a collector thing, but I guess another thing that I had was like, I don't know if I had an overactive bladder or what the deal was, but when I was a kid, I had to go to the bathroom a lot, and maybe it was because like our mom instilled or like drilled it into us, like go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. I don't know. That might have been it, but I was always fascinated with like how cool some of these like, because it usually happened when we were on like vacation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like how cool some of these bathrooms were. Like there's one that had a pool table, there's ones that had chandeliers, like stuff like that, and
That's insane.
like some of
You'd
those
be
truck
like,
stop
what are you doing in the
bathrooms,
bathroom? I'm playing.
so then, like, I'd come out of the bathroom and be like, "Mom, Dad, you got to check out how cool the bathrooms are." Like, and so it became like a running joke.
You're like, Mom, I found this
Yeah.
balloon. Like, don't put that on your mouth. That's funny.
Ooh. What's the dumbest thing that you've ever overheard someone saying?
What is the dumbest thing?
I think the dumbest thing is I heard this lady upset because she said she looked like a potato in her dress or something like that, or outfit. And her boyfriend said, "You're not a potato, you're a golden crispy set of order French fries with a side of ketchup," or something. It was something
What?
stupid.
But like, you're more like an avocado.
I can't remember exactly what it was. Something along those lines.
I do remember one stupid thing that this lady said. She's like, yeah, like, I was standing there for hours and I'm trying to fill up my water bottle and I'm putting it under the thing and it's just not seeing it. Like, it's a clear water bottle. It's right there. Just get it. And she's like, "What did you do?" And she's like, "I just used the water fountain." And then her friend said, "Like a piece of trash." Like, what the fuck? You're
She
still
probably
getting
wasn't pushing
water.
the
What the
button.
fuck? It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, what the
Ooh,
fuck?
this one, I got a story for this one. What was the most inappropriate time that you could not stop laughing? I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay. My aunt's funeral, actually, because
That's hilarious because mine's a funeral story too.
because my uncle Chris, he went to go kneel down, and at like churches there's a pew.
Mhm.
Well, he went to go kneel down, and when he went to go put the kneel pad down, he hit his head on the pew, and so my mom saw that, and she started laughing, and it's one of those moments where you're not supposed to laugh here, so you're supposed to like be quiet, but it's like even worse because it's that added notion. You're like, don't laugh. You're like, shit, and everybody's just laughing. But then my other aunt, she comes up and she goes, "Oh, he's so torn up. They're all so torn up." I'm like, yeah, we're all sad. We're not laughing. We're crying. I'm like,
okay, my grandma's funeral.
oh my god.
My aunt insisted that this guy from their church sing at my grandma's wedding. Said he had a beautiful voice. We didn't ask him for an audition
wedding or funeral?
At our funeral.
Oh, okay. You said wedding.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Sorry. Funeral. Sorry. Grandma's funeral. So we didn't ask this guy, hey, like, let's hear what you got or anything like that. We're just like, yeah, like, sure. My aunt vouched for you.
You're like, yeah.
Sure.
Grandma said it.
And it was emotional. My mom and aunt and everyone were crying. It's my grandma, and this guy gets up there to sing, and if he didn't start singing where it sounded like "Oh my darling," like it was over and we just started looking at each other and started busting up, trying not to die laughing. And like, it amazed me that my great aunt thought that he was that good of a singer, and like, the guy's really nice. I still run into him from time to time, but I will not be asking him to sing at any events.
There's some people who like cantor for like church and stuff, and I feel like some of them do go over the top. It's like, settle down. You're at church.
Yeah. What non-water liquid would you take a bath in for fun? I don't know. That's weird.
That's weird.
There's like, I've heard of people taking milk baths where they put like milk in the water.
Oh,
to kind of.
That's not
It's
really
supposed to be
milk,
good for
though.
your skin. No, it's
That's-
milk.
No,
Yes, it's cream.
it's cream, but it's not milk.
Well, it's like full strength. It's whole milk. It's like unprocessed, unpasteurized milk
Ew, really?
with the
How
fat and
fuck would you
everything.
soak in that.
Because it's got the fats and stuff like that. You gotta think most soaps
That's
were.
gross.
You gotta think most soaps were made with heavy fat, animal
Yeah,
fat.
that's true.
See, it's not that gross.
That's still gross.
All right, what would you do?
Urine. No.
I was gonna say, pissing
uh,
yourself does not count.
do you remember the guy who like filled his bathtub with like sanitizer or whatever or alcohol or something like that? It was like a mix of sanitizer and alcohol. He like soaked in it because he was like a super germaphobe, and he like actually he got
Didn't
liver poisoning.
Didn't
he-
yeah? I
he
was
got
gonna say,
liver
didn't his
poisoning.
body absorb
Yeah,
like a
his
bunch
body
of alcohol?
absorbed all of the alcohol, and it was like almost killed him. I actually no, I think he did die. I think he died.
I don't know.
I don't know. I would say
Maybe we can have that guy sing it.
we hardly knew he. No, I'd probably say like oatmeal or something. Like like the
yeah.
colloidal oatmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's it's really good for your skin.
If you were a vampire, what fictional franchise would you likely be a part of?
What, like Twilight or something?
I mean, it doesn't specify. It doesn't say you got to be part of a vampire one.
Blade. I want to be Blade.
Really?
Yeah, I want to be Blade.
Dude,
Daywalker.
I was thinking like something like
Blade is badass. Wesley Snipes, dude. Oh my god. Like his body in Blade. Holy crap.
just
was-
because I hate the show,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Friends.
What is that?
The show Friends.
Oh. If you were a vampire?
Yeah.
Which fictional franchise would
I'd
you
join their friend group.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I
So
would
it doesn't
join-
have to be like
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So I would join their friend group, and I would take them out one by one,
Suck
and they'd be
their
like,
blood.
"I don't know what happened to Rachel. She just,
Oh my
I don't
God,
know.
She just flaked on me,
She
dude.
just- She said something about like Chicago, and she was moving back home or something. Like,
They're like,
yeah,
where did Rachel go?
yeah.
I don't know.
Now that changes it up, huh?
Yeah, now it changes.
Because you were
it up.
sitting there thinking of putting some glitter on and hanging out with Edward, huh?
No, I'm not. Definitely not a Twilight fan. I feel like that's all messed up. Like if you're a vampire, you're not gonna get glitter. You're gonna explode.
Have you seen? Have you
You're
seen
gonna
the
burn in
extreme?
flames.
Have you seen the bad lip reading for Twilight?
No.
They're fucking hilarious.
Oh, I'll have to check it out.
All right. What was your best childhood Halloween costume?
Oh. There was one year when I dressed as the clown. But I was real little then.
I gotta say, my grandma made some pretty awesome Power Ranger costumes for us back in the day.
Oh, I remember a Spider-Man costume that fit me perfectly.
And she also made some pumpkin costumes.
I was
Those are
skinny
pretty
as
cool.
fuck too, so it's like it's the best
now,
Spider-Man.
now adult one, I like my Forky costume.
There was one year that me and Amanda made Cards Against Humanity costumes. That was pretty fun.
Cards Against Humanity is great. What is the worst job you ever had? Checkers.
Oh, really?
Checkers.
Yeah. I feel like that was Checkers was pretty gruesome. I had to clean out. When I worked in the meat department, and I had to like clean out the drains. Like, oh my god.
Now I will say Checkers wasn't a terrible job, but out of the jobs that I had,
It's the worst.
it's the worst.
Yeah.
Not including my little side job where I used to work at a pool bar.
A pool bar?
Yeah,
What do you mean pool bar?
like pool billiards type.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna
okay.
name them by name, but yeah. I worked there, and I was trying to straighten up the kitchen to eventually start running it, and it was like every time I came in, there was just a mess.
You're
And
like, what the fuck?
there was paraphernalia in there every time, and I was just like, I don't want my hands on this. I don't want.
You're like, somebody can pick this shit up.
Yep. Oh, what is the most money you've ever won gambling? $250 on a scratch ticket.
Really?
Yep.
Is that gambling? Really?
Yeah,
Huh. I feel like that's.
I think it still counts.
I think I won $100 at a casino one time, like on a slot machine. But then I turned around and blew it all, trying to get more.
It's pretty
damn
common.
it.
It's the way they draw you in.
Left with 50.
That's why they have you scan with a card. So
Yeah.
then they can keep track, and then they can be like, you know what, we're not going to. Even though they say that it's all chance, I think it's. I think they know what
I feel
they're
like
doing.
it's all rigged. Yeah.
Yep. Which B-list celebrity would you most want to have drinks with?
B-list?
Yeah, I happen to know some B-list celebrities personally.
I don't know.
But it kind of depends on what you qualify as a.
B-list.
Yeah, look that
Yeah.
up. What qualifies as a B-list celebrity?
B-list celebrities.
Because like I've got friends that are former professional athletes. I've got people that I've. What does it say? Like give us a couple
Wes
examples, I
Bentley.
guess.
Carl Urban?
I don't know who that is.
Carl Urban? You don't know who he is?
No.
Here.
People also ask. Yeah, I was like, oh, here we go. What defines? Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like a kind of like someone that people recognize, but they don't always know his name.
There we go. Wes Bentley.
I don't know. Is Matthew Lillard?
Wes Bentley is the guy who played in.
Do you feel like Matthew Lillard's a B-list?
I guess we can look it up.
I don't know. I don't
Kit-
know.
Kit Harington from Game of Thrones. He's Jon Snow. He's a B-list actor. Dang, I wouldn't have said that.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. What non-edible thing do you think looks like it would taste the best? Not necessarily look, but every time you go down the fucking candle aisle, it just smells like you could grab a spoon and just start eating.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Vanilla
like all the vanilla.
cupcake and watermelon sherbet and
Shoot.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of food flavors. Like, why do you want your house to smell like food?
I don't know. I mean, outside of that, maybe lotion, just because of the smell. But as far as
The
looks,
cocoa butter.
maybe cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter.
Maybe like
It smells delicious.
yeah. If you could travel through time to personally witness a major historical event, what would it be? Follow Berlin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Major historical event.
Uh-huh.
I want to see the first like Apollo. I want to see Apollo 11, the launch.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, seeing it live.
I'm gonna ask one more.
Alexandra Daddario is on a B list for. She's a B list actress. Are you shitting me,
Okay, I'm
She
gonna
is
ask
so
one
fucking
more
hot.
from this deck.
dude? Look at this. Girl.
I mean, there's random people on the street that you've never met before in your
look at
life
this, but look at her. Look at how fucking hot.
that
She's
work.
so fucking hot. How is she not an A list actress?
I don't know. I mean, there's random people that walk down the street that work Taco Bell
Dude, I would.
that are hot. I mean,
totally cast her in like
okay.
everything.
Last question from Break the Ice. What do you do if someone rings your doorbell? I mean, answer it.
Yeah, answer it.
Now, if it was my
Look through the
wife,
peephole.
if it was my wife, she hides and pretends like she's not home unless it's someone she recognizes.
Oh, really?
Yes. She hates answering the phone and all that. She's such an introvert. Like, opposite of me. I can sit there and
That's crazy.
meet people and
Yeah, I talk to anybody.
yeah. Okay. So this next set of cards that we're going to get into is called Cards of Candor.
Cards of Candor.
Yep. I don't really know what this is, but we're going to give her a try. All right.
Edward Norton is a B-list actor.
Have you ever
That's Hulk.
seriously dated two people at the same time? No. I was talking to more than one person at the same time, but
See, I feel like people get confused. So, like, when you say you're going to be friends, like, that means you're not going to try to date that person. And so it's like, I feel like that's okay if you're friends with, like, a girl or whatever. But then sometimes chicks have problems with that. They're like, you're friends with her? Yeah. Like, oh. Like, no, we're just friends. That's it. Like, I'm not expecting anything from her.
have you ever thought that you were substantially better at sex than the average person? Pfft, of course. Swing. Helicopter.
I mean, I'm pretty humble, but like,
Yeah. Have you ever fantasized about being terminally ill and all the sympathy you would get?
I mean,
No. I've
I
had those weird dreams where you're dead.
so when I was laid up in the hospital and I had that infection on my leg, remember they like kept me there for like
Herpes.
3 days. No, not herpes. What the fuck? They're like, sir, your knee has herpes. No, they kept me there
Wasn't
for like
that
3
staph?
days. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
staph infection. I had staph infection and MRSA, but like, every now and then the nurses they regularly check on you,
Mhm.
and so it's like when you're sleeping, you can't really get a lot of sleep there. Because it's like every 3 hours, they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Fuck, I was asleep." Like, God damn it! And they're like, "Okay, we're just checking on you." Like, let me sleep. God damn it! But no, they're like really nice. You know, they're nice and quiet.
Yeah.
They'll come in and they'll just check your vitals while you're sleeping. But every time, it never failed. I'd always wake up because I'm like,
You're off
you know,
subject though.
terrified. Oh, what? What was I? What was the?
Have you ever fantasized about being terminally ill and all the
Yeah,
sympathy?
no. The third shift nurse who was on there, I was like, holy crap, she's fucking hot. It's like, I kept fantasizing.
You're like, maybe she'll feel
like,
sorry
maybe,
for me.
Maybe if I hurt my knee some more, I won't get to leave. Like, maybe she'll feel bad for me and be like, you need some release.
Have
liked
you
it.
ever considered cosmetic surgery to enhance your body? No.
No.
Well, if you include vision surgery, but that's more because I lose my damn
No.
glasses.
No, I've never thought of it.
And every once in a while, I get sick and throw up, like food poisoning or something, and I lose
Then you're
some
like,
weight.
oh my god, I lost some weight. Yeah, that's not
I
actual.
look so much better.
That's not losing weight though.
No, you basically lose all the fluid your
Yeah,
body
you lose all the
needs to
fluids.
survive. Have you ever been sick on a first date because you drank too much? No.
No, like I said, I rarely drink. Oh my
Have
god,
you-
they have Jason Bateman listed as a B-list actor.
Really?
Yeah.
Have
What
you
the fuck?
have you ever imagined yourself delivering a keynote speech despite being an expert in almost nothing? Fake it till you make it. I mean, I don't know.
See, the thing is here, it's all about personalities. I mean, come on, like what? Like, where is he going with this? We're talking about science. Just keep
have
going.
you ever
Just keep bullshitting.
fantasized about having sex with a friend's parent?
Ew.
No, but there's a
Your
kid.
mom. No. What the fuck?
There's a kid that we're pretty sure's mom was a playmate in high school.
Oh, really?
And, well, she wasn't in high school when she was a playmate. When I was in high school, we think she was a playmate.
You were like, what?
Yep.
How do you know, though?
Someone
How
had
do you find that out?
someone had a picture from a magazine that looked like her about 10 years before, but it was really hard to tell.
I think that's her. God, all the people who like have porn star moms, they're like, I saw your mom.
These are weird, dude. Have you ever given someone a bad present and enjoyed watching them pretend to be grateful? No, I don't think so. I try to make my gifts like thoughtful.
That'd be fucked up. You're just like,
Yeah.
you fucking hate it, bitch. Like, thank you. This is very wonderful. Thank you. Jason Momoa,
He's
B-list actor.
No.
What the fuck?
Have you ever thought that you're probably the most sexually attractive person in your friendship group?
No.
No, I mean, no, I've never like thought like that. I mean, no, I wasn't the worst though.
I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm. I feel like sometimes I do feel like I'm the ugly friend, but I'm never like the fat friend, you know.
Have you ever wondered if you didn't get a job because of your race or gender?
Yes.
Hooters, I hate you. I'm kidding.
You're like, what? These are big enough.
And
my ass would look great in those shorts.
I gotta wear what? Have you ever looked back on your
They're
childhood?
like, sure. I think gum is sticking out of your pants. Oh shit! I gotta tuck that back in.
Have you ever looked back on your childhood and realized that you were the bully? God, I hope not.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
So there was one. I don't know. I mean, I was bullied a lot as a kid. And then there was a short while where we had a new kid. And
I mean, I bullied the bullies.
he kind of became the target, and it kind of sucks that happened. Let's see. See, a lot of these are.
I definitely used to
Have
bully
you-
the bullies.
Oh, here we go. Have you ever felt awkward when a close relative made a racist comment? I have called them out in front of people in public.
I've never really had any. Well, I mean, my grandma will say like, like Mexican slurs, but I'm like, it's just, like she's talking about ourselves.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's not really that racist. It's just it's like our words.
I get it.
But like no, like none of my family has ever made like comments or racial comments.
Have you ever seen someone naked for the first time and been surprised by what you saw? Both in a negative and a positive way. Yes.
Yeah, there's been one time.
Man, most of these are. Have you ever been working late and wondered if you're wasting your life?
Yes.
God, my last job.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck am I doing?
Have you ever stopped dating someone because they thought because you thought they'd be a bad parent? It wasn't really that. A girl that I dated before I dated Bailey just did not see herself having kids. And I saw myself having kids. And so we went separate ways. And last time I checked, she's got 6.
Oh, Jesus.
She had, they adopted because she didn't think she could have, they had an OPSI. Then she adopted because she didn't think she could have it anymore.
And
And
was like,
then, and then they decided that they wanted and then she ended up getting pregnant with multiples.
oh dang.
And so that's how they ended up with like 4. No, that's how they ended up with 5. And then the baby that they adopted's younger sibling ended up available for adoption. Something like that.
That's kind of nice.
Have you ever wondered what heroin would be
that's
like?
Carl Urban, by the way.
No.
You don't recognize him?
No, I just never imagined what heroin would be like.
Oh.
We're going to do...
No, I feel like... What would heroin be like?
Oh, see,
Now I'm
there you
wondering.
go.
Now I thought of it. I'm sure it would probably
Have
feel
you
like
ever
opioids.
felt attracted to someone at work who you wouldn't notice outside of the workplace? Maybe when I worked at Checkers. I mean, I don't know.
I don't. How do you
I
know
think
that?
I think you just it's not someone that would normally catch your eye, but then their like personality kind of gets your
Oh.
attention or something like that.
Eh. I'm a male. I'm a visual creature. Like, if it doesn't catch my eye right away, I'm not gonna pay attention to it. Sorry. Have a conversation with me though. I mean, yeah.
Have you ever been surprised when someone went straight to sex talk on a dating app? I
No.
mean,
No,
I've never.
been surprised.
So okay, so the only time that I've ever done a dating app outside of back when they had Facebook dating or not
Yeah.
Facebook, MySpace.
MySpace.
So MySpace.
How
you
fucking old are you?
Shut up. So MySpace, you used to be able to search people based off of their location,
Oh,
age
yeah.
range, and everything. Like that's the closest to like a dating site that I ever really used. But years ago, I was signed up for all sorts of different social medias, and I just downloaded everything.
You got Tinder.
I didn't. It was it Tinder?
You got Tinder.
I don't know.
remember.
So okay, so I signed up for
Like your wife's friend told her, and she's
yeah.
like, "You got Tinder?"
Somebody messaged her
He's
and like
you're like,
and
I don't
Bailey's
know
like
what it is.
okay. I'm like Bailey's like okay, whatever. Like because I logged in and I was like, so what happened was I made a profile. And then I was like, "Oh, this is a dating site. This isn't like a social media site that you sit there and put." Because I think
Like
at the time,
posts or
I think at the
comments.
time I was doing
Yeah.
it when I was doing comic strips.
Yeah, you were trying to like put like your
And
art out
yeah,
there.
and then she messages this lady messages Bailey, and I'm like, I don't even have that on my phone. Like I
It
made
was like 4 minutes like after you created it. She was like, "Ugh."
I made a profile and then I deleted the profile.
Yeah.
And I didn't delete the profile. I deleted the app, and so
Yeah.
there was still a profile.
There's still a profile.
And just like okay, so I had to re-download it and then log into the app to delete my
You're
profile.
like, God damn it. People crack me up. They're like, help me delete this app.
Have
on
you-
their profile. It's like, no, you just delete yourself.
Have you ever made a list of all your sexual partners?
Nope,
No.
not a list. I don't need to rank them either.
Oh, have you ever felt guilty accidentally singing along to a racial slur in a song? I've never done it. I just always
I've always
Like, I know the
bleeped-
words
I've
coming.
bleeped that part out.
yeah. Like I'm not comfortable saying them, so have you ever
But I
legitimately
mean, I will
thought
say, fuck the police. Like, I sing that part with no problem.
have you ever legitimately thought that a stripper was into you? Actually, one was, surprisingly.
Nope, I never thought that.
When I worked at the restaurant, we were next door to the strip club.
Oh, And she's like, "You got any free food?"
No. No, she'd actually come over. She'd actually come over and hang out before her shift and talk and stuff like that. And I never caught signs. But yeah,
I will say, there's this one girl
I was naive.
at the I'll say at the donation center that I go to. She's like super nice to me every time, but then I'm like, I asked her, I was like, "Are you nice to me or everybody?" She's like, "No, just you." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Dave Bautista is a B-list actor. I'm still scrolling through all this shit.
All right, we're going to do 2 more, and then we are going to call it an episode. Have you ever been caught having sex in public?
Nope.
Not in public, but
I've done it twice.
but-
Nope, 3 times.
but by someone's by the person's sibling. All right, I'm gonna grab one little small handful of random cards. I actually like this set. It's got some deep questions. All right. Have you ever felt awkward having someone sing
At
in an
your
attempt
grandma's
to
funeral?
impress, sing in an attempt to impress you? I don't know that anyone. There's a girl I dated that swore up and down she was like a great singer.
I've never had
and it was
anybody sing to impress me.
And last one. Let's find something better. I don't want to do that one.
Kobe Smulders?
I don't know who a lot of these people are.
It's the girl who played Robin from How I Met Your Mother. Or she's also in the Avengers. So.
Oh. Here you go, Ray. This one's for you.
What is it?
Have you ever wondered if you would partake in sexual activities if you were in prison?
No.
No.
No, definitely not.
I don't know why that's for you, but
Did not.
yeah, I don't intend on going to prison, so that's why I don't get caught. I mean, don't do anything illegal.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest not to go to prison. So
Yeah. All right. Well, that kind of wraps up everything. We're all over the place with these cards, and it was fun. And we didn't have to eat a bunch of gross stuff.
I feel like we should do a funny story episode.
We should. I also feel like just because we didn't do extreme. Oh, it's closed up. Damn it.
Oh, shoot.
Shut up. I was going to make you eat a crab. But, all right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. And we will see you next episode.
is a B-list actor.
Okay.
What?
How
Gwyneth
far
Paltrow?
down the list do you think you are?
I'm not on here.
Like what? If you had to pick a letter.
This is number 45.
If you had to pick a letter, like A, B, C, D.
Oh, I'm like Z.
Yeah. We might be double Z's.
Double C.
All right. Well, speaking of double Z's, I'm going to add one more and make it a triple Z, and I'm going to hit the hay.
Yep,
So,
I'm going to bed.
thanks, everyone. Have a good night.